Game we just saw. Chiefs against the Titans. Now, you don't know me and Sam, we just watched the game together, and he got a little conspiracy, theory going on or whatever. But first off, what was your thoughts on the game? And then you can go to your conspiracy theory.
I thought it was a great game. A great passing game, especially coming from Patrick Mahomes. He continued to show up year after year. This was his year. I think he deserved it. But do I think there was a lot of calls that was not being called that should have been called? Yes, I do. But I think when you come and you're playing from a home perspective, when you're at home, you don't tend to get those calls against you that a normal team would have. Do I think Ryan Tannehill did his thing? There's some question marks on that. But overall, definitely a great game. Came down to the last of the wire, so great.
I mean, it was a great game, but what calls are you talking about, like on what end? Just keep it real. You wanted the Titans to win? Did you want the Chiefs to win?
Well, I really wanted the Titans to win.
Okay.
Personally. But do I think Chiefs played a good game overall outside of calls not being called? Yes, I do. It still comes down to no matter if there's one or two calls, who showed up to play, and the Chiefs they came to play.
Well, put it like this: Tannehill, he showed who he really is when it comes down to the wire. I mean, if you look at it, he played good all season, but we can say the same thing about Lamar Jackson. We can say the same thing about other players. That then when it comes down to experience, you show who you really are. So Tannehill, but then again, Derrick Henry, what can you do? If you stop him, you damn near gonna stop the entire team, and that's what happened. So it's like, okay, but dang, Tannehill, you could have did something, but I think we already knew he didn't have a deep ball like that. The reason why Miami really didn't go that far because he couldn't really go deep with it, with the passing game. But overall, it was a good game. But now that we know, because the Packers and the 49ers are getting ready to come on. Now, the Chiefs going to be in there. Are you at least excited to see possibly it's going to be Mahomes versus Rodgers if Rodgers doesn't, mess up? Or,
So when it comes down to their perspective,
it don't look right now.
Does it look right for a Super Bowl to be Chiefs versus either 49ers or Packers? Yes, it does. It looks good on paper. It looks good on TV.
Look good as far as last season when it was the lowest scoring, Super Bowl ever. But
you have to look at it like this: when people want to see Titans versus Packers, or Titans versus 49ers, or they want to see Chiefs versus 49ers. Of course,
I can tell you that right now.
So that comes down to things that happened during that game, plays that should have been called that was not called. Because at the end of the day, I really feel like it comes down to what do you want to see as far as what makes ratings.
Yeah, of course. It's almost like the NBA, I'm not going to speak too much about Major League Baseball, but, it's what you want to see. You don't want to go into the game thinking, okay, this might be the lowest scoring game ever or whatever. Or, halfway through the game last season when it was the Patriots versus who they played with, the Rams. I turned the game because it was like, what's going on? It's defense. Nobody cares about that. Let's get some offense in there. So now the Chiefs, okay, they solidified that they're going to be in there. Now we just got to wait on the Packers now. But let's think about it. The Packers haven't been really putting up 30 points a game this season.
Nope.
So are we really looking at offensive Super Bowl? Or will it be the 49ers who've been playing good defense, but at the same time, they've been putting up 27, 28, almost 30 points a game. So it's like, but I think really people think about, okay, it's going to be like passing the torch, where if it's the Packers versus the Chiefs, it's going to be Aaron Rodgers, who the best that ever did it, as far as the quarterback, going against Patrick Mahomes, who's the best right now. So it's like, okay, well, it's like iffy. Who do you really gonna miss? But then again, you got, Tom Brady, Jimmy G.
Jimmy G.
He came from that Tom Brady, Bill Belichick tree. He can be the next to do something. So it's like, who really passing the torch? So overall, I can't wait. But then again, the game getting ready to come on. So we'll talk about that once it's done.